Welcome to the Gamer Inside Brasil news video of the month of November 2023, in which we talk about Gamescom Latam, the release of What the Duck, Bem Feito coming to Steam and consoles, and much more. All the informative links are in the video description. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to keep up with our releases. Uniting Gamescom and the big festival into one event, Gamescom Latam has been announced. A gaming festival that will take place at the Sao Paulo Expo venue from June 26 to 30, 2024. Gamescom Latam will bring together the best of the gaming world with announcements and launches from major companies, meet and greets, talks, esports tournaments, cosplays, and more. It will also feature the well-known big business area as well as competition and exhibition for independent games. In fact, applications for games and Artist Alley are now open for next year. To take part in the games competition, your project must have a playable build that the committee can evaluate. To exhibit your art at the event, you need to be an artist who works with games. Registration for both categories is free and will be open until February 29, 2024 on the event's website. Created by CZ Studios, What the Duck is out on Steam and Nintendo Switch. The game is an action RPG set in the world where each person possesses an animal spirit. In this game, you will take the role of Illy Bavent, a bored boy who decides to shake up his life and goes in search of summoning his spirit animal. And to his surprise, it turns out to be a duck. Together with their weird new friend, they set off on a journey to make a name for themselves. They will need to work as a team to overcome the obstacles that will arise along the way. The world of What the Duck is full of different biomes, each with its own secrets, enemies, minigames, and characters. The players will also be able to complete missions and take part in hack-and-slash style combats, where they can switch between weapons to make the battles more dynamic. Ebenezer and the Invisible World is out on PC, PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox One, Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch. Created by Orbit Studio and Play on Words, the title follows the Metroidvania style and is inspired by A Christmas Carol. In the game, players embark on a fascinating journey through Victorian London where a crucial mission awaits them, to confront supernatural creatures and save the city from an imminent threat. On this journey, players will rely on Ebenezer's unique ability that allows him to see and interact with ghosts. These play a vital role helping with movement, combat skills, and even providing strategic buffs and shields. In addition, players will have the opportunity to explore non-linear maps full of routes, collect various materials to upgrade items and skills, uncover secret environments, complete missions, and enjoy impeccable hand-drawn visuals. Mad Monster Studio has announced its latest project, KnifePlayground Horror Battle Royale. KnifePlayground is a multiplayer survival horror in which players will be trapped in a mansion full of monsters and will have to do their best to survive. You have two game modes. One is cooperative mode, where you have up to 4 players working together to solve puzzles, escaping and kill the monster. Then you have Battle Royale, where you have 10 players that will engage in combat against each other while having to worry about the monsters that are scattered throughout each room. And to make the experience even better, all the levels are randomly generated, making each gameplay unique. KnifePlayground is due out in 2025, but you can already add it to your wishlist on Steam.
OS is the latest integrated emulation system that brings the greatest Jogarito classics back to life.
Bem Feito is out on PC, PlayStation, Xbox and Nintendo Switch consoles. Published by Qbyte Interactive and created by Oikebi, this title is a simulation in which you accompany Reginaldo in his household chores. With a peaceful life, in the game you will fish, cook tend to your crops, meet people, and live peaceful experiences on your little farm. Or not. Bem Feito takes the player on a fourth wall breaking experience in which you enter a fictional emulator system and unravel the mysteries that surround the game and experience sinister events. All with a retro aesthetic that takes the player back to the internet of the 90s and early 2000s, including creepypastas. We played the previous version of Bem Feito at our gameplay channel ITG Brazil. You can check out our gameplay by following the link in the description. Raining Blood Hellfire is a bullet hell style survival title that has center early access on Steam. Developed by Mr. Grenade, in this game you will play as the last clergy of holy exorcists, who are responsible for protecting humanity from demons. So after 1,000 years of peace, they find an ancient church full of creatures and have to defeat them. To warranty insane combat, the player will have more than 100 weapons with unique powers as well as upgrades that can be combined to make you even stronger. Raining Blood also features different scenarios, playable characters, and of course challenging bosses that will put your skills to the test. Developed by Soluco, Ratyrinth, a platform adventure title in which you are separated from your family, is out on Steam. With a retro aesthetic, in this journey you will control a little mouse who got lost in a scary forest and now has to overcome different levels to find his family again. And to do so, you will have to deal with various creatures along the way, thorns, traps, and the most varied obstacles that will try to impede your mission. In development by Yo Studio, Survivor Cells is in early access on Steam. Survivor Cells is a survival game in which you will have to protect yourself from viruses and bacteria. With elements of roguelite, bullet hell, and tower defense, in the game the player will need to have the skills and agility to deal with the number of attacks coming at them. But not only that, you will also need to come up with the good strategies to use the equipment and items to your advantage. As you defeat the enemies, new cells will be unlocked with special abilities that will be essential in your journey. With a colorful look, Dash and Swing, a platformer and precision title, is out on Steam. Created by Innominatum Digital, in the game the player will have to use acrobatic skills to overcome a series of obstacles to complete each stage. As well as the different platforming action, there will be also different enemies along the way to make your journey more challenging and chaotic. Dash and Swing provides 80 levels of gradual difficulty, and depending on your score in each one, you can unlock achievements, new levels, and even customizable items. To make the gameplay your own, it is also possible to import your own music playstyle into the game. Pixelpunk, the studio responsible for Unsighted, has announced a new, exciting project. And yet unnamed, the studio's new game is an action-adventure inspired by the 3D Zeldas and Mega Man legends. Let's see what they have to show in the coming months, because this looks really promising. Stay tuned on their Twitter profile. If you're a Brazilian developer and you want us to showcase your project on our channel, please reach out to us on social media or using the email in the description below. Remember, you can always find us here on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, now X, and also on Instagram. I hope to see you in the next video.